Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I am PearlManhattan. This is Music and Chat with PearlManhattan. It is currently 7 p.m. on the West Coast. Well, 7:03. Yeah, I got a little late start. Figure if I start late and end early, then shorter time I gotta be online. No, I don't mean that. Thank you all for being here. If you are watching the replay, I love my replay viewers. You're just as important to me as my live viewers, sometimes more important because you take time out of your day to come back and watch my videos. Leave me a comment down below, hashtag replay squad. Let me know you're watching. To my live viewers, hello to the chat. If you're lurking, great, thanks for lurking. If you come in, say hi. There's no such thing as being late. Francisco, hello. Welcome in. So glad to see you. Glad you're here. It is Monday night. That's right. This has been week 2 of me with my new job. If you're not aware, I am a job coach for a high school program. We work with juniors and seniors. It's called community-based learning. Kind of a new thing. We teach the kids, the young people, because they're not kids. These are, like I said, juniors and seniors. And we help them get together the documents that you need to fill out a... Wow, I am just blasting your ears, aren't I? Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. In fact, I am just... Maybe I could do that, and then you won't get it so loud. I'll turn it on when I'm going to play something on the screen. Anyway, I work with young adults, helping them get employment, facilitating internships, things like that. And we do some community service work. It's very fulfilling. It's hard to explain, but just know that it's very gratifying and rewarding work. And plus, I get paid for this. That's I go home every night and I'm like, wow, I get paid to do this job that I enjoy, that fills me so much. It's wonderful. But that means that music gets to be my hobby again. And as I said last week, you know, when you got to make your hobby, when you try to turn your hobby into your business, I feel like you lose something in it. Because when something is work, it's not nearly as fun as when it's a hobby. Put it that way. And luckily this month is February Album Writing Month, FALM.org. This is my 7th FALM. Cricket Fox, good afternoon to you. Oz time, happy belated birthday. I hope your birthday was wonderful and special and awesome and everything. And here's to the next bunch of years. I won't give away your age. But here's to the next bunch of years. Coming up in next week, I think it is. Is it next week? Yeah, I believe it is. Next week, Manhattan Fox Hour on Tuesday night for those in the U.S. Wednesday if you're over in the wonderful land of Oz over there with Cricket Fox. We are on at 9 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. West Coast. I believe that translates to 12:30 p.m. if you're in Adelaide, Australia with Cricket. Wednesday for her, Tuesday for me, Tuesday night. And we are going to be celebrating our birthdays together because mine was in the end of January and Cricket's was just this past weekend. And that's what we'll do on the Manhattan Fox Hour. Also, Cricket has started going live on her channel. She's messing around with different times, things like that. So make sure you're subscribed to Cricket Fox's channel. Cricket, throw a link to your channel in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Cricket's channel, and that way you'll get notifications when she goes live. She's going to be doing more shows talking about sports, crochet, mental health, you name it. And her shows are always really good. So be sure and you subscribe to Cricket Fox's channel, and so you get those notifications. All right, so we're talking about February album writing month, and I was going to kind of go through what I do for a song skirmish in February album writing month. Song skirmishes can be as much or as little as you can cram into an hour. I did one of the song skirmishes. In my job, there's times where I will drop off a student and then have to wait for them, you know. And so I'm sitting in the van and got nothing else to do, and boom, a skirmish came up in the phone chat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. So I sat in the van and wrote a song and recorded it on my phone and posted it up and everything. So they can be as much or as little as you want them to be. We're looking right now at my profile page for FOAM. I've taken you through this before. I'll take it through again. PearlManhattan, and there's the direct link to this profile, and then it's got my web page and all the little buttons for all of my social media stuff. And then here's my bio. This is FOAM 7 for me. 7, can you believe? 7 years I have done this. And the friends that I've made in this songwriting group, we're all tight. It is one of the best communities on the internet I have found. We're very self-policing. If we do get griefers, we deal with them appropriately. Generally, their comments usually they're just spammers, and we delete their comments. But people don't come in causing trouble because we just don't have time for that. So far to date, I've written 6 songs. Let's see. The first one was not a skirmish, and it's actually a collaboration. Someone has approached me and said, hey, can I put this to music? It's just lyrics is all I wrote. And so there's the lyrics to the first one that I wrote. And then let's go back and look at some more stuff. This was a skirmish. There is no failure. And I figured I would go ahead and try and play it for you. Let me see how this works. KCVL, hello. It has been a while. Glad to see you back. Saw you had some troubles there. Am I working with? I'll let y'all listen to this. Who set the goals I didn't meet? You put me on the spot and I will plead the fifth. Put me on the stand, I'll take a seat. Who set the pace I've been running to? Who painted down the finish line? Icarus and Sisyphus feel me, yeah they do. But inside I know this failure isn't mine. In my eyes I'm the winner every time. Just showing up and doing what I can. You can't judge another till you've walked that mile in their shoes. There is no loser, there is no failure. things in my grasp. Carved the path the best way I could. All the while lugging this baggage from my past, only motivated to do good. Sometimes it's not about the smartest. Intellect's a number on a test. You don't need to be told you're an artist. Just take it seriously and do your best. In my eyes, I'm a winner every time. Just showing up and doing what I can. You can't judge another till you've walked that mile in their shoes. There is no loser, there is no failure. When it comes down to it, no one has to prove it. If you did or didn't do it, who's to say? My eyes, I'm the winner every time. Just showing up and doing what I can. You can't judge another till you've walked that mile in their shoes. There is no loser, there is no failure. All right, so that was There Is No Failure, and that was a skirmish song in that they set an appointed time, and they say, you know, this will start at 10 o'clock Pacific time, just for a number, and then at 10 o'clock my time, or 2 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast, or whatever, it's the same time all the way around the world. And you go back, and the host of the skirmish posts a prompt. And thank you so much, Casey. And so the prompt for this was failure. And usually with skirmishes, either I get the prompt and all of a sudden I know which way I'm going, and I just start writing out the lyrics. And then I'll pick up the auto harp. I've got a set, you know, this is... let me show you. This is my auto harp. This is Leviathan, the auto harp. 21 chords here, and all you do is you push a button. I hold it like a baby. You push the button. And the way it's arranged, if you understand music theory, it's arranged in fifths or fourths. So I pick a G. The 5 chord in the key of G is D. And then the 5 chord in the key of D is A. And then you go up 5 from that. Hi! Oh my word. Creed Lambert. If you ever need a banjo player, Creed Lambert. He is the guy. He's an excellent songwriter and an excellent musician. And he has a formidable mustache. And he's local to me. He just lives up the road from me. I've met him. I've jammed with him. Creed, great to see you here. So glad you're here. 42. Honey, I only use 1 chord at a time. Yeah, Circle of Fifths. Very good, Casey. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, a circle of fifths. I don't know why. I'm watching on my phone to monitor, and the chat on my phone is a lot faster than the chat from the YouTube feed on my computer. My computer's always slow. Yeah, Creed, Cricket Fox, that's my partner channel on YouTube. She's in Australia. So, yeah, I have an Australian friend too. Anyway, so I took the failure, I wrote the words, I picked up my auto harp, I played, usually 1 4 5 1 1 5 4 1, and then throw in the relative minor a couple times, and there you go. So that was my first skirmish song. And then we'll go back here. I'm not going to play all of them for you. These, and the thing about this foam, I'm trying to do most of them. I'm just trying to write the words, put it to auto harp. I record it on my phone on a recorder, audio recorder on my phone, and then I post them up. They're just bare bones drafts. I plan to take the keepers from this and make them an album and probably release it probably July. All right, this one was also a skirmish. The prompt was burning, whatever. And this one I wrote in the van at work while I was waiting on my student. And the lyrics are really straightforward. Wake up, stand up, make up, drink up. Oh, and the coffee burns. Walk up, drive up, post up, heat up. Oh, and the coffee burns. Eat up, sit up, type up, give up. Oh, and the coffee burns. Close up, lock up, sign up, moons up. Oh, and the coffee burns. Spend all day just trying to keep up. Oh, and the coffee burns. Can't wait to get home and put my feet up. Oh, and the coffee burns. And well, there were I had many meanings for that. The coffee burns. The coffee burns inside me and kicks me up and gets me through the day. The coffee sits in the pot and gets way hot and overcooks and burns. Out here we have Starbucks and they burn their coffee. So let me play this one for you. Get this back on. Get everything loud. That's going to take us over to this. And oh, and you are not hearing that. I'm going to start it again. Hold on. Here we go. Wake up, stand up, make up, drink up, oh, and the coffee burns. Walk up, drive up, post up, heat up, oh, and the coffee burns. Eat up, sit up, type up, give up, oh, and the coffee burns. Close up, lock up, sigh up, moons up, oh, and the coffee burns. Spend all day just trying to keep up, oh, and the coffee burns. Can't wait to get home and put my feet up, oh, and the coffee burns. Wake up, stand up, make up, drink up, oh, and the coffee burns. Walk up, drive up, post up, heat up, oh, and the coffee burns. Eat up, sit up, type up, give up, oh, and the coffee burns. Close up, lock up, sign up, moons up, oh, and the coffee burns. Oh, and the coffee burns. That one was so much fun. And it was took me 20 minutes, I think. Exactly, Creed. Whoa, hold on. I got more stuff. Okay. Yeah, SoundCloud gets a little weird sometimes. All right, so, but yeah, gospel. Yeah, well, you know, when I'm in a hurry, I go back to my gospel roots. I've told this story before. When I was a little girl, I listened to a radio station called WWL. It's out of New Orleans, Louisiana. It was one of those AM radio stations. This was back just in the bare beginnings of FM radio. Most everything interesting was on AM radio. And Casey, if you're interested in flipping it, let me know. I'm going to be making a better recording of that. So, because that, like I said, that's lo-fi on my phone. But anyway, and WWL was one of those AM stations that you could pick up in your car. And so truck drivers would listen to WWL all night while they were driving. And I think it was at 9 o'clock every night, they had this group, the Reverend Mull and Mrs. Mull from Knoxville, Tennessee. And they did the Mull Singing Convention. And they would do, they would play gospel music. It was the old mountain gospel, shape notes gospel music from the Appalachians and in that area. And so that, coupled with the fact that my stepfather was a Dixieland jazz trumpet player in a Dixieland band, and so between the Dixieland and then that Appalachian gospel that I was raised on, and also we went to a church that did not believe in using instruments, so all the music was a cappella vocals. So that was the formative part of my musical upbringing. So when in doubt, I always go back to those that Appalachian gospel / New Orleans soul for the music. So that's where I'm the most comfortable, you know. And like I said, this year is all about the demos. It's all about just getting it out there. Oh, sweetie, I just turned 56, Creed. My daddy was an AM radio DJ, so yeah, I remember when we only got 2 channels, and the channel knob only went to 13, and then you could flip it over to UHF if you had one of those TVs, and get one of the independent independent things. But yeah, so yeah, old neuron second lining is what it's called. Cricket, that's exactly the feeling I wanted. It's called second lining. And you know, some of my first exposures to funerals were in New Orleans. My mother, we lived in the French Quarter for a while, and my mother dated a few photographers, and there were second line funerals. And if you paid attention in the news, Betty White down in the French Quarter, they did a second line funeral for Betty White after she passed. And yeah, that's, you know, where when you're going to the cemetery, and of course everybody there is buried in mausoleums above ground, because New Orleans is built on cotton bales. It's swamp and lowlands, so they have mausoleums. But when you went to the funeral to put the body in the mausoleum or the vault or whatever, it was all somber and sad, and they played Just a Closer Walk with Thee, and you walked very slowly, and everyone was sad. And then once you put the body in the mausoleum, then you celebrated him into heaven, and that's when you come back and you're playing When the Saints Go Marching In, and everybody's singing and dancing and laughing and celebrating. A celebration of life, that's the best way to put it. And you celebrate him into heaven. That's second lining, and that means a lot for me. And Casey Veal says acapella can catch a lot of wrong notes. Well, I think when you come up singing acapella, you learn some ear training that people who rely solely on accompaniment to help them keep the pitch don't have. When you are all you have and you have to blend. Rachel! Oh, hello, Rachel. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You're not late. You're never late. We're always glad to see you here. I still got another 25, 30 minutes, so we were just talking about second line and stuff like that. But acapella, everything just takes a little practice. And like with these song skirmishes, somebody commented on one of the skirmishes, said, how do you do that in 25 minutes? At 56, yes, I can do it in 25 minutes. But that's only because I've been practicing this for about 40 years. When I was in my 20s and I was trying to write songs, it could take me weeks to get one song lyric because I would have to work and work and work. I've been doing this for 30 something years now, so it comes very easily now. It's just like pushing a button. I've got that muscle memory. I know if I use the word live, then I'm going to have to use dive, jive, hive, things like that. So I can do this quickly simply because I have practiced it many, 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 many years with writing and everything else. So let's do Better Late Than Never. This was another skirmish, and the skirmish topic was Better Late Than Never. I rolled out of bed and saw there was a skirmish. I hadn't even had my cup of coffee yet. And so this one came out. So let me do this. I'll play this one for you. I got a bald head. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Let me get my headphones so I can hear this. I'm a late bloomer. My sense of humor. It'll take me a couple days to get a joke. Not quite a boomer. Speculation and rumor. Smack dab in the middle of Gen X, but I'm woke. Better late than never to get my shit together. I'm bleeping myself. Took my own sweet time to make up my own mind. Any storm I can weather, forget the sooner better. I'm not always clever, but I'm better late than never. I'm a deep thinker, occasional drinker, and there's times in the past I took a smoke. I danced on the table whenever I was able. Made up lips and dirty words every time I spoke. Better late than never to get my shit together. I took my own sweet time to make up my own mind. Any storm I can weather, forget the sooner better. I'm not always clever, but I'm better late than never. Looking back over half a century, in the grand scheme it's not hard to see. From the start I was always true to me and my own time, in my own time. Better late than never to get my shit together. I took my own sweet time to make up my own mind. Any storm that I can weather, get, the sooner better. I'm not always clever, but I'm better late than never. Alright, so Rachel, thank you so much. There are links below with some of my music. I will be coming out with a new album in probably for July the 4th, Independence Day. How fitting. Also my anniversary with my dear, wonderful boyfriend. This year makes 12 years he and I have been together. Yeah, let me talk about my friend here, Cricket. My friend Cricket is a cancer survivor, a chemo warrior, and, you know, she just don't quit. When she got the diagnosis, she was like, okay, so I gotta have surgery. And then they said, okay, you gotta have chemo. And she's like, okay, I gotta have chemo, but I'm not gonna have any side effects. And they tried to tell her, oh, you're gonna have this and that. And she was like, no, I'm not having any side effects from this chemo. And, no, that's all right, Rachel. That's all right. My music's everywhere. It's all over the place. But, so then she finished her chemo, and her hair's coming back, and she's cancer-free, and she's amazing. And she and I do a show together, by the way, the Manhattan Fox Hour. That'll be next week. I'll be putting it up on my socials and stuff, so we'll celebrate her birthday, and she just celebrated her birthday, and yeah, Cricket is amazing. But this was another skirmish where the topic was better late than never, and I sat down and did it in about, right? I did it in about 40 minutes. I think that one took me actually 40 minutes or so. And that's my wonderful boyfriend, Eric. There's me and Eric. We were at a science fiction convention or something. And so, and then there's Pretty, and that one I don't have any music for yet because, I don't know, this year I'm writing things that are just really from my heart, and this one made me so, it choked me up, so I couldn't sing it. But I will get it to music, and it is going on my album. But it goes through 4 pictures 4 times in my life when I felt pretty. I'll just read it to you. Scraped up knees over bare feet, legs a little too long, freckled face, lemon hair, lips whispering a song. Big nose, big ears, hazel eyes, stubborn and headstrong. I was just a little girl, but I felt pretty. Puberty came early, shyness, grace, and curves, so awkward in my own skin, full of fear and nerves. I ran from conversation, still whispering a song, but in those teenage years, I felt pretty. Pretty is as pretty does, stand up tall just because, who I am and who I was, pretty is as pretty does. Big white dress and flowered veil, big old rose bouquet, mama smiling back at me as I made my way down the aisle to my groom, with some vows to say. I didn't know if they would last, but I felt pretty. Tired eyes rimmed with tears, a baby in my arms. I promised to give her everything and keep her safe from harm. Hair a mess, hospital dress, trying to keep her warm. I didn't care what anybody thought. I felt pretty. Wrinkles frame those hazel eyes, and hair is turning gray. I've lived a half a century, still have so much to say. Kids are grown, all alone, and thankful for each day. I've got so much more to give, and I feel pretty. Pretty is as pretty does, stand up tall just because. Who I am and who I was, pretty is as pretty does. So, yeah, I will get that to music, but I cried. I cried through writing the whole thing. I even put it in here. I said, the prompt was pretty. This is one of those songs that I cried through writing the lyrics. I can't sing it right now, but here's the words. And, yeah, I'm posting a lot of raw, honest stuff this year. And then Who Is Me? I'm not going to play it because one of the comments I got was well, I'll just read you the comments here. This one. I love the insistent drone of the minimal harpsichord accompaniment as it guides us deeper and deeper into despair, keeping us off balance with an occasional dissonant strum. Yeah, that comment, and of course I've gotten some really lovely comments too from friends, but that was from one person who always seems to leave some interestingly weird comments. You never quite know what he meant by that. You say thank you, I think. But this one is it's about dealing with grief. Dealing with the grief of losing my parents, my grandparents, and my brother, and my late husband. And oh, you really want to hear it, Casey? All right. Tried to write this letter so many times, but somehow felt that it would make it real. In my mind you moved away somewhere remote and distant, but for me to keep going, got to process what I feel. It's ironic because you're only one of many blood relations that I've outlived. No one left to corroborate the story. No one left to blame. No one to forgive. Should I put this down and try to find a movie on TV? Maybe fold the never-ending pile of laundry. Should I just give up on all of you and set the memories free? How to be? Who is me? I'm told I shouldn't speak ill of the departed. Let them all slumber on in heavenly rest. Yet the living are the ones with all the baggage. Exactly, Creed. How do I keep on going and process what I feel? There'll be no trial or justice for your actions. Get the peace I only wish I had. In the end I win, but empty is the victory. No one left to blame, and no one to forgive. Should I put this down and try to find a movie on TV? Maybe fold the never-ending pile of laundry. Should I just give up on all of you and set the memories free? How to be? Who is me? So here I am, an orphan and a widow. One brother who I raised passed on to the matriarch and owner of this pile of ash. But I always was all that I had. Should I put this down and try to find a movie on TV? Maybe fold the never-ending pile of laundry. Should I just give up on all of you and set the memories free? How to be? Who is me? Well, and why am I? I'm hearing myself because I have my headphones on. And that's the thing, Casey. If I was writing for the music industry, if I was writing this to be played on the radio or on a TV show or on a club or something like that, I would have made it a lot lighter, a lot happier, a lot more upbeat. Even if it was slow and somber, it still would have. These lyrics, they're a real downer. I mean, despair is in there, and with a lot of questioning and everything. It's not a happy song. I don't write happy songs, and there's going to be people. Yeah, somebody take care of old Hicksipfep. That's a bot. Just block him, delete him. Yeah, it's a bot. Anyway, that's why I've been turning on subscriber only chat, but I got plenty of mods in here, so y'all can handle that. But I don't write happy songs, and some people they don't get that. Some people are all about the happy songs, and they want to listen to things that make them happy. I don't write happy songs, and I don't write for other people. My music, 99% of it is autobiographical, and it's how I process my words, my feelings, my thoughts, my life experiences. That's So when people say, well, why do you write? Well, I write for me. Then I found out I could use services like DistroKid and actually put my music out for the whole world to see. I've been reluctant to do that simply because people don't want authenticity. They don't want real hard feelings to deal with. They want music to make them feel good and get them through their day. And that's fine. That's fine and dandy. And if that's what people want to listen to, hey, I don't have a problem with that. I don't write for my listeners. I write for me. So anyway, yeah, that's Who Is Me. And that was just a lot of processing. And if it sounded like I was wailing and bawling while I was singing it, it was because I had big tears running down my face. Oh yeah, I've written quite a few happy songs. Creed actually took, it had snowed during February album writing month. I'd gone outside because I used to smoke cigarettes. I'll be honest about that. I went outside to have a cigarette, and there were these little paw prints, like raccoon, I think it was possum or a raccoon, in the snow. So I took a picture, and I wrote a little song about it. Cute little paw prints. And Creed set it to music. And we got to put that out for distribution, Creed. I got to talk to you about that later. We got to put it out there for the world to hear that, because it's the cutest little song. Cute little paw prints, fuzzy little paw prints. And yeah, I've written some happy songs. I have. But anyway, so that is my FOM so far. I'm up to 6 songs. It's 14 songs in 28 days. You figure we're on day 7. So that's 1/4 of FOM. And in 1/4 of FOM, I've written 6 songs. 4 times 6, 24. I'll probably come out of FOM. I'm going to predict I'm going to do about 30 songs this year. In the day and age about being fake. Well, it's about feeling good. People want music. A lot of people use music as an escape because Lord knows we each have our own set of drama, and Pretty Little Porcupine. I don't think it was a porcupine, though. We don't have porcupines here in Western Washington that I know. Well, they're in the zoo maybe, but anyway, so what I was going to do next, I was going to go over here to the forums. These are the forums. And we did a thing this past weekend called a super skirmish. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be making the switch to Bandcamp, I think. While I do make a little bit of money with my music on all the streaming platforms, my best performing song was on a streaming service that only goes to like Taiwan and some Indo-China area countries there. And I made $40 on this one song, and it's just a flute and some harp and water and birds and stuff. But I made $40 on it. It's more than I've made on anything else I've done. So, but 7 so far and 8 on the way. Congratulations, Creed. But we had a thing called a super skirmish this last weekend, where every 2 hours for a 24-hour period, somebody's putting up a song prompt. And the next night, look for Why Sloths Don't Rule the World. I will look for that. When I get done with here, I am done for my day. Like I said, folks, this is brand new for me. I haven't had a real job in like 7 or 8 years. And now I'm working. I work 8 to 3 every day. My job's a dream. I love it. I can't believe I get paid for it. I can't believe that I get all these great benefits for it. I put a lot on SoundCloud too. The only problem is I won't pay them $20 a month, and they say I'm running out of room. So I need to I need to go ahead and produce what I've got up there. I've got songs up there like, let's see. I recently taped an interview with a friend of mine, Cool Paradiso. He has a podcast that goes out every once in a while, and he played some of my songs from here. But this is my SoundCloud. This right here, I wrote. NASA put out a call for people to write music to a motif for the Lucy project. It's a satellite thing that's going to land on an asteroid or something. And then All Your Junk, that was from FOM 2018, I want to say. Ascension Parish Jail was like 2018. Black Llama at Dawn, Four Walls, that was actually from a songwriting group that I'm in. But some of these Paper Boats, that's one of my favorite ones. I think for closing tonight, I want to play, yeah. My brother closest to me, 2 years younger than me, and we co-wrote the song. He came out to visit me, well, I guess about 5-6 years ago. And we co-wrote the song, and I promised him I'd produce it and everything. So I'm going to play this. It's called Penny Memories.
faces confined in dark places, no light left in their eyes. That spark was frozen long ago, committed to paper in days gone by, from old guitars and fondue pots to the carousels, old camping lot, old motels and dusty rest stops. I've been tilting at windmills, like it or not. I've got boxes and binders full of these things, of old friends, good times, and diamond rings, of old cars and bonfires late in the night. My mind and these pictures, they don't match up right. I have to get to the point, but you see it's like this bad road. Throughout my years of yelling and screaming, snide remarks about dreaming, and spilled milk salted heavily with tears. And I've been told I didn't see what happened, and what happened that I didn't see. I don't know what's real anymore, who I was born to be. I've got boxes and binders full of these things, of old friends and good times, and diamond rings, of old cars and bonfires late in the night. My mind and these pictures, they don't match up right. So I sit here selling my memories in the sun, snow and the rain. I hope they bring better smiles to you, but to me they only bring pain. I'm selling them all at a bargain, penny memories, nickel for 10. It's all that I got, but just take the whole lot. Never want to see them again. I've got boxes and binders full of these things, old friends and good times, and diamond rings, of old cars and bonfires late in the night. Mind these pictures, they don't match up right. Any memories come on by my, any memories.
And, excuse me a minute here.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear
Shut up. Song gets me every time, and I helped write it. Stole the chord progression. Mr. Bojangles. Old song. Old blues song, kind of. Knew a man Bojangles and he danced for you. Sammy Davis Jr. made it really famous, but it was big song before then. But my brother and I were both big fans of the song and of Sammy Davis Jr. And when he and I were little, we didn't have a TV for part of our life. And so we would make up variety shows on our front porch. We had a concrete patio in front of the trailer that we lived in. And we had 2 old pairs of roller skates that my parents had brought home from the thrift store or a yard sale or something. And we would make up variety shows, and Mr. Bojangles was one of the songs we would do. Thank you. Hi, Space Mountain Dave. Hi, Dave, and thank you, and welcome in. But anyway, my brother wrote the lyrics for that, and he said, I want to read this to you. And as he read it, I could hear it. And so I sat down with my copy of Band in a Box and recorded it. Basically, took it straight. He had written it on the inside of an envelope and had been carrying this envelope around with him for a couple years in his wallet and didn't know what to do with it. So I produced it and recorded it on my laptop right there in the living room. And yeah, you can't copyright a chord progression, thank God, because me and my chapter is ripped off from the Indigo Girls. I borrow a lot of chord progressions. It's easier that way. Why do I need to come up with something new? There's only so many chord progressions in the world. And that was something, there's a discussion on FOM about somebody came in, they said, well, all I do is write lyrics, and in 10 minutes I can throw a lyric out and I'm done with it. I'm in awe of these musicians who can put all this music to everything. I don't feel like I'm really a true songwriter because all I do is throw out some lyrics. And I was like, the music honestly is the easier part than the lyrics because there's only so many notes. And only so many notes sound good together, and you can only do so much with those so many notes. Whereas with lyrics, you're working with an infinite set of words and rhymes and meters and everything else. So anyway, yeah, that Penny Memories, that's another one that I'm going to, let's see, people can steal a lot of stuff like this, so hopefully someone doesn't do that. I used to be worried about people stealing my music. I'm not anymore. If they want to steal it and they can produce it and manage to make $1 million off of it, good for them. What's that taking away from me? It's not taking anything from me because I know what I wrote. And it goes back to that, who do I write for? Do I make music to make money? No, I tried that. Tried to make music my career, and I lost my musical ability. I couldn't write my way out of a wet paper bag. I couldn't hum anymore. So if somebody is gonna steal my music and turn it into something fantastic, good for them. Good for them. Because it takes a lot of work to turn anything into something that's going to make them a lot of money and fame. So no, I don't worry about people stealing my stuff. You put enough monkeys in a room with enough typewriters and they'll come up with the great works of Shakespeare. So that's good artist copy, great artist steal. Yes, that is true. Cricket, you will absolutely love Creed once you get to know him. I mean, he's got this formidable mustache and he plays the banjo and just a big old teddy bear sweetheart. And love Creed to death. Love Cricket to death. All right, guys, I managed to writing a lot that comes out of this from Rhyme Zone. Yes, Rhyme Zone is your friend. There are a couple other websites out there that are really good. Casey, if you do sign up for FOM, let me show you something that I love using. It's a little thing called the Muse, and there's this thing called Lyric Cloud. And you get, and I might just start posting in the Curtis King's thing. I might get him to put a prompt thread in there so I can start posting some prompts. But you look at this word cloud: air, autumn, backflips, bitter, dark, days, earth, funny, genies, good, hate, heaven, honks. And all you do is you take all these words. What I do is I'll take them in order and try to make a cohesive song out of them. So there's a crisp to the air, it's autumn again. Back to the school, backflips for the win. Bitter and dark days, I roam the earth. At Halloween, funny genies dance. At pumpkin birth, I don't know. Good, hate, heaven, honks, and vision, moonlight, and so you take these words and you work them in, and that's how I practice, because I'm not a rapper, but that's how I practice working with my flow, because lyrics are lyrics. Whether you're rapping them, you're singing them opera, you're singing them folk, you're singing them gospel, whatever. Words are just words. How about that? Isn't it Snoop gonna be at the Super Bowl this year? I can't wait for that. I love me some Snoop Dogg. And a good one. Anyway, man, I'm over my time. Look at that. Y'all kept me going the whole hour. It's been a exercise in how to write one song. Jeff Tweedy. Okay, there's somebody for you to look up, Casey. Jeff Tweedy. Pat Pattison is another one. I'm gonna start. I guess I could start doing that on my shows, is talking about writing lyrics, because lyrics is lyrics. It doesn't matter how you present them, whether you're gonna rap them. I love watching Curtis King write his lyrics for things, and I've caught myself sometimes when I'm making music. Caught myself doing his zuma zuma zaba zuba ziba ziba zuba zaba ziba zuba zuba zaba, and then starting to throw words in. The famous story with Paul McCartney and scrambled eggs, la da 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 da, scrambled eggs, la 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 la, scrambled eggs. Lyrics is lyrics. It don't matter if you're gonna rap them or opera or anything else. Anyway, folks, I gotta take my happy butt to bed, because I gotta get up early in the morning, because I have a job, a J-O-B, and they pay me money to do what I love, and it's so rewarding. Peace and blessings upon you, upon all you love, upon all who love you. Find your passion, grab a hold of it, do not let it go. People gonna use words like manifesting and destiny and all this other stuff. No, all you got to do is look where you're going, pick your end point, and show up. All you got to do is show up. Showing up, 99% of the battle. All you got to do is show up. When you get there, you'll know what to do. So, get up in the morning, strap your shoes on, strap the smile on, make the day a good one. And, thank you all for showing up. Thank you for being here. And again, if you're one of my replay viewers, I love my replay viewers just as much as I love, actually a little bit more, because y'all took time out of your day to come back and watch this after the fact. Hashtag Replay Squad down in the comments. Also, all links PearlManhattan are down in the description. Music that I've distributed, my SoundCloud stuff, I don't really put that out because that's going to go on an album on Bandcamp. And remember, next Tuesday night for the US, on the Manhattan Fox Hour channel, links down below. Check us out, we'll be having a birthday celebration. See you in FOM. Y'all take care.